I wanted to ask you this. You went on a battle war cry warpath against Adam Schefter yesterday in advance of this game. Schefter tweeted out, which were facts about how many penalties have gone for the Chiefs versus against their opponents in the postseason. And my only question to you is, do you feel a responsibility to defend the Chiefs because they are your hometown team, and thus, if somebody comes after them, you feel like the weight of the world on your shoulders? Or would you have done this as an unbiased observer if you were a Steelers fan or a Colts fan?
Well, I can't answer that hypothetical. What I can answer is I was not responding to his tweet that were the facts. That's not what I was doing. And I think that's a misleading framing, to be totally honest. There's a million facts out there, and you choose on an NFL Sunday what to publicize. Like, here's a fact. The Philadelphia Eagles have been penalized less than their opponents in 8 consecutive games. That's a fact. Nobody cares. I was enraged already because he had an article, not a tweet, an article that I thought was one of the poorest pieces of journalism I've seen from a mainstream media reporter, where he says relief is on the way. He writes that in the article for football fans about the scourge of roughing the passer penalties, and the Chiefs saying the NFL might make these further reviewable. And to write that article and not include in the article the first one in the Texans game was reviewed, it is already reviewable, and it was upheld. The second one, the league has said, if it were reviewable, would have been upheld. That's not doing your job. What that is doing is letting the tail wag the dog on what the news of the day is, which is you have sports media is more than anything else directed by Twitter, because all of us are on it. Twitter's algorithm really, really rewards some of the worst actors. Those folks, at least, and this is why people said I went on after Schefter. I didn't really go after him. I said a couple tweets, but the thing that people thought was too much was I included his publicly reported salary of $9 million a year. And the reason I did that was to make a point. ML football and Dove and JPA football are out-of-work losers who make all their money off engagement bait. So I kind of respect the hustle. Like, you've got to do this. This is literally how you make money. But, if the direct deposit's hitting at roughly $350,000 per, then probably you don't need that $1,800 a month that you're going to get from Twitter, because that tweet really cracked. And I thought it was. And the other piece of it is this. I'm a diehard football fan. This was one of the greatest storylines going into a game I could remember. Josh Allen trying to finally conquer this mountain, or the Chiefs, as you put it, trying to become the greatest team of all time. And that story was totally set to the back burner this week so people could indulge ref conspiracies. And then the morning of the game, the single biggest Twitter account in the football universe pours kerosene on the fire, I thought was a disservice to fans, a disservice to the sport, and insulting to the Chiefs. And so, yeah, that's why I did it. And and then I've got Hambone calling me intellectually dishonest, whoever that guy is. Whatever.